Minnesota flying all of a sudden in the American League Central. Here's Dylan Bundy. Dylan, nice to chat. Christopher Russo, congratulations on an excellent start. New city for you. Pitching great. Let me get a thought process there first. Go ahead.
Appreciate it, Chris. Feeling good. We got the colder weather up here, and that fits me pretty well, I think. I tend to sweat a lot. So just enjoying it with this team. New scenery. Clubhouse is really excited, and we kind of got a winning mindset going right now.
Oh, you sure do. Buxton's helped, and Joe Ryan's been basically Jim Cott. I mean, my goodness. And you too, Dylan, what an interesting story. We all know the Tommy John. We know how ballyhooed you were. And then, of course, you ran to the Angels, had a good year, then a bad one. Then you end up in Minnesota. You had to sign a one-year contract. Tough stretch for you, but you got a lot of perseverance. Let's talk about that track record. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody knows the story about throwing, harder when I was younger, and now I'm kind of figuring out how more and more to pitch and use all my pitches in my arsenal to get these hitters out. And everybody knows it's not easy up here, and just trying to do the best I can at locating the ball now.
You had a lot of other probably chances and options to go to. You picked the Twins, Dylan. How come?
Well, I mean, they were one of the first to call before the lockout, so I was kind of wanting to get a deal done before the lockout and not have to worry about where my next job was going to be, and I was able to still work my normal off-season program in and be ready when the lockout ended.
That's a good point. Enjoy your off season. You knew they're going to play eventually. How about the ballpark and the cold weather? You said you don't sweat a lot, so you like that. I love the ballpark. I love the city. How about the environment you're pitching in now? It suits you well. Let me hear.
Yeah, the ballpark's awesome here. That's a good division to pitch in. Yeah, it's colder here, but hopefully that ends after this next road trip. And then the defense that we brought in here with Correa, we brought in Sanchez. Jeffers behind the plate's been doing a really good job. Poe in the infield, Buxton in center, obviously. So just throw it up there and try to let them hit into our defense.
I read the quotes from you when you pitched on Patriots Day at 11 o'clock in the morning. That was the split of the four-game series. Early pancakes for Dylan in Fenway. Let me get your thoughts on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that might be the second, maybe the third time I've thrown that game. It seems like when I was with the Orioles, we were always there on Patriots Day for the Boston Marathon and that series. So it's early. It's kind of like a backfield game in spring training.
Yeah, it is. How good is this pitching? Nobody saw this coming. Ryan's been wonderful. You, of course, 3-0. The kid pitching today's had a good start. Nobody would have expected, obviously no Maeda, Gray. Nobody would have expected this staff to be so good. How come? Why the good start for the Twin pitching staff? Dylan, what's your thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, Archer and Sonny, they both have a great track record. And then Ober, he's pitching today. And then Joe Ryan, he's been lights out with us. A good fastball, good head on their shoulders on those young guys. And I think we're just trying to attack the zone. Like I mentioned earlier, with the defense we have, we can be more free to attack the zone and let them do their job.
Fascinating about two managers you played for. The Angels playing better with Madden, and you played for Buck, who didn't get a chance the last couple of years, and now the Mets are 15-5. How about your thoughts there?
Yeah, glad to see him back in the dugout. That's where he belongs. He belongs on the bench there managing a team, I think. So couldn't be more happy for him to get that job. And, Joe, they're out there in L.A., they're off to a good start. I got some buddies on that team over there. So, it's a long season, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, obviously the $64,000 question on the baseballs, Dylan. Do you see differences? Is every ball not the same? What's your take on, a lot of hit batsmen with the Mets and everybody moaning and groaning about these baseballs? Let me hear your take. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think it's a mix between the cold weather and, ever since they got rid of the sticky stuff, we haven't really pitched in the cold weather. So without it, and it's just hard to get a grip on them. The balls have changed so much every single year, I feel like. They're never really the same, but, I just pick it up and throw it.
How about the humidifier? The Twins have one, too. Every club now is using these humidifiers. Is that correct? How about the humidifier in Target Field? What can you tell me there?
Yeah, that's what I've heard is that every team's using one, but I don't really know the specifics on exactly what they're supposed to do to the baseballs. That's not really a concern of mine. It's just whatever balls are in the game, that's the ones we got to throw. So everybody has to get used to it.
That's an excellent point. Hey, give me the ball, I'll throw it, and let's see if I get some outs, right? I mean, there's been a lot of discussion about this. You're going to take it a little more, listen, I understand it might not be all universal. It's not all uniform, but I've got to get outs, and if they give me the ball to get the outs, I get the outs. That's how you approach this, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, the opposing pitcher's got to use the same batch of balls that are on our side of the field, too. So if it's hard for me, it's just as hard for them.
Are you pitching tomorrow? Last thing, if you pitch tomorrow, what's your routine the day before, Dylan? Give us a little rundown on that. That's always interesting for the fans.
Yeah, so I came in early to the park. We got a noon game today, and so I like to be off the field by 11. And so I just do my normal stretching routine, movement prep, and then come out here and do my throwing program, whatever I feel like I need that day. Let a few go to make sure the arm's ready to go tomorrow, and spin some balls, throw some change-ups and whatnot, and then do some sprints to get the body moving, and then whatever treatment I need, or just watch the game today.
Very good, and we're raring to go tomorrow. Great start. We're checking again. Keep it up with the Twins. Thanks for a few minutes here. Appreciate it very much.